Hi folks, it's Rich here. Look! It's the last new guitar day of the year. And what an exciting new guitar day this is. Now you can tell by the title what this is. For those of you who have been subscribers for a while, you'll know I've had one of these before. This year, in fact. Was it this year? It was this year. And I sold it, because that's what I do. Buy something, try it, get bored, sell it. But more latterly, with the disaster of a Harley Benton not being good, I had to go back. And then the Harley Benton Telecaster, the sort of metally one with humbuckers not being great, so sold that. And Harley Benton HBO, the roundback, nothing really wrong with it, but it's just not for me, so I got rid of that. So I need to get myself something nice again. And the thing is with excuse me, the thing is with PRS guitars, as you'll know from my other videos, I had PRS SE 245 Savannah, which I loved, and it came out of the box perfect. What's wrong with it? It's just spot on. Set up well, good fret ends, all that stuff. The PRS SE Standard 24, which I had more recently, Scarlett, she was named, also perfect. The PRS Starla, the first one of these I had, perfect. And in the past I've had I had a used Tremonti, which obviously it's not like getting a new one, but that was a great guitar. And I had a new SE Standard 22 a little while ago. That was also perfect. So I figured if I go for a PRS, it should come out of the box and it should be fine, because all the others have been. And it's a great guitar. And even bigger thing, this was $399. Now the RRP on these is, bloody hell Richard, is $599. $399, I mean that's the price of a high-end Squire. So well, I've just got to get another one on, because they're also versatile guitars. They're HH with coil split. They have different pickups to the 245 and the standard. They have a bass and a treble pickup, so they're a slightly different sounding and guitar. So you can do all sorts with it. So let's just have a little look. You'll also know, if you've known me for a while, I'm not a big fan of tortoiseshell, but I'll deal with it on here for now. I've got a friend who can do this kind of stuff, and he might be able to cut me a bespoke one. But there she is. Rosewood fingerboard. Standard PRS tuners, which are akin to Fender Mexican, really, in quality. There's headstock. Classic PRS. These have a thin body as well. I say thin, yeah, it is really. It's a bit more like an Eclipse or the Harley Benton SE custom kind of thickness. You have the standard sort of heel joint there, that the cutaway bit here you can see in the light to help you get up here. It's 22 frets. What else can we see about this one? So, how is the action out of the box? Playable. It's really not too bad. I like mine overly low, really. I will lower that just a little bit if I can do that without buzzing. The frets, yeah, the frets are polished, as they've been on all of the PRSs I've had. The PRI, the PRS SEs. There are no sharp fret ends. You just don't get that. You get these slightly better style strap buttons as well than the ones that just look like a sort of a conical shape on them. It's got the cellophane still on here, and that's your push deep pull. The other thing I've liked about PRS is that the way the volume and the tones graduate properly, all from naught all the way to the top. There is a bit of difference the whole way along, so you just get a bit more out of it, rather than the tones being a bit sort of on and off as it can be with some of the other guitars. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Hard to pick up on the camera. There's just about to see it here. Tiny little mark in the paintwork which might rub off. Can I see an imperfection anywhere? cannot. And the nut is perfectly smooth to the sides of the fretboard. That is spot on. And the strings are all look like they're sat in there very nicely as well. It looks well cut. Made at the Quartet factory. Lots and lots of guitars get made there. It's a well-known factory, as I'm sure you know, for quality. So quick tune up, and we'll have a quick plug-in. First thing to say, tuners, the first three have all been as stiff as one another, but been good. They're easy to turn, a bit like a Grover, and smooth. Not perfect, I'm sure. You can get locking tuners for these, a direct upgrade, PRS ones. The strings will need a bit of wearing in. This has got its wide fat neck, that's what they call this. But actually, I wonder if they've got that right. Actually, they probably have. They must have on the spec. Because the PRS SE2 standard has got the wide thin, and it was notably thinner feeling than the SE 245, which has felt a lot fatter. But actually, this feels a bit more like, I suppose it's been a while. I was thinking this feels a little bit more like the standard rather than the 245. But these are unusual neck shapes. They're 10-inch radius, and the back of them is, how can I describe it? It is like a C shape, but quite a sort of a broader, a shallow C shape. So it's not like a Fender Mexican at all. It's not really like an Epiphone Les Paul neck either. But they're comfortable. Look, they're not. I haven't got massive hands. You can get your hands around them. That's no problem. And for bar chords, you know, they're not. Say, don't let the term wide fat, wide thin put you off, because they're not wide and, you know, super flat and difficult. It's just not the case. I've just a tune. I'm absolutely delighted. I can't tell you how pleased I am with this. I was having a chat to the Game Dane on Messenger about what to get next, and as you know, this is guitar 105 about what to get next. And he said, well, look, you don't play loads of Gain stuff really, and this is versatile. And I was after a single cut, so I appreciate this is not really a Les Paul, but yeah. And I don't think I appreciated it properly the last time I had it. So the first thing I just want to do to show you is go on the tone. So I'm on the neck. Just have a tone all the way down. Fat number 3. Turn it up. Sorry. We'll do that again a bit louder. Sorry. So clean channel. Tone off. Tone about 3. Tone about 6 or 7. Tone up 10. So maybe 10 to 7. Not too much there actually. As soon as you go down a little bit more. And volume off. The other thing with PRS guitars I've noticed as well is they ring out well acoustically. Mahogany body, mahogany neck. Volume about 3, 4, 5-ish, 6, 7, 10. So yeah, so actually first impression, and it is only that, the tone knob quite as responsive as some of the other ones I've had. Chord tap, boink. The other nice thing with the chord tap on these, you don't really lose a lot of volume. You hear that? Not too much volume, so you get a thinner sound, but you don't lose all your volume. middle position. Do the same again, out. And on bridge, with it in, with it out. Yeah, so you get that thinner sound that you want, but not really at the expense of volume, which is great. So-called blues channel. Turn the volume down a touch. Let's go to an overdrive kind of channel. Thing I just noticed actually as well on the fretboard, I want to say that feels slightly rolled. It's either that or just a misconception, because it's polished on the side of the fretboard. It's obviously not on top, but it is on the side, so it feels super smooth. See my other review on the one I had originally and some playing videos. I'm not a brilliant guitarist, as you know, but I'm a bit better now than I was when I had it the first time round. So hopefully you will get a better idea of this with some of my playing videos from now on. So just quickly on the humbuckers versus the 245, they were quite pretty high output, a bit loud. The SE 245, they were thicker and warmer, both the bridge and the neck. And on this one, they're slightly brighter. So you've got slightly brighter overall, but can still handle overdrive. SE 245, you've got quite thick, warm, round sounded, but handle overdrive as well. And then on the SE Standard, slightly brighter, not as bright as this, so somewhere in the middle, and higher output and more suited to metally stuff. One thing I found on the SE Standard was when I wanted to try and play sort of mellowy, bluesy type stuff on there, I couldn't quite get the exact warm tone that I had off my 245. And this is going to be somewhere in the middle. Anyway, that's it. Guitar names. This is a Starla, and that is apparently Persian from the word star. So I think she can be my star. This is Star. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.